Well, welcome back to Detroit Garage. Little Jimmy's got 100 hours on him now. It's a Detroit 253. I affectionately call him Little Jimmy. And I swapped him into this 1965 Allis Chalmers forklift a year and 10 months ago. And he's just passed the 100-hour mark, 101 hours now. And he's running great. So I've got some work to do with him today. I've got to pick this trailer off, move the stuff off the trailer, pick the trailer off, and put it over beside that frame. I think I've sold the Diamond T rolling chassis, so somebody's coming to pick it up on Monday, so I got to pull the trailer off.
Let's give them 2 extra.
This one here?
Yep. And then your way.
Alice used to have a Buddha in her. The Buddha wasn't behaving. It was abused badly. I ran it for about 6 years that way, and finally it got to the point where it had to be changed out. I couldn't get parts for the Buddha, so I found this engine by chance in an ad. I was looking for a Deere engine to put in here, and in the corner of the Deere ad was a valve cover off this engine. So that's the story. I ended up buying it from a gentleman, and then I rebuilt it, put it on the dyno. And broke it in. Here it is today with 100 hours on it. It's been running perfect. I haven't touched it, to be honest. Everything is as you see. I haven't put a wrench to it. So I did put a bypass filter on it. That's a France toilet paper filter. I change that every 20 hours. Pull the filter out, put a liter of oil in it, and go from there. So I just took an oil sample, the last change at 100 hours, so I'll send that off and see how little Jimmy's doing. But there's not much to talk about. He's running really sweet. Couldn't be happier with the swap. It was a lot of work to get this engine in here, but it paid off in the end. I use this forklift a lot, so it's used for everything from collecting my oil for the veg oil system, and anything that needs lifting, I use Allis. So yeah, so anyway guys, I'll bring you along for a little bit of work we got to do here. So for some stats on little Jimmy, he burns a quart of oil every 40 hours basically. So he's burned in 100 hours, he's just burned over 2 quarts of oil. That's pretty good, really. Yeah, I took an oil analysis after 50 hours, and I just took another sample at 100 hours. So that's 50 hours, and 40 of that's with the bypass system on it. So I've changed the filter twice since I installed that bypass filter. And we'll see how the oil does. The first analysis was really good, considering the oil was the fresh fill. I did put 5 hours on the dyno, and I changed the oil out. And so you could say he's broken in, and now he's got 100 hours on this oil. So little Jimmy's really vocal. I've straight piped him. I'm gonna have to change that, to be honest. It's too much. I've got to wear double hearing protection. It's really loud. The neighbors are not happy either. They've come to complain already. So I I plan on putting a muffler, change out that tailpipe and put a muffler up here. So run one up here and the stack straight up. And the intake is very noisy as well. So that's the two complaints I've got from this swap. Straight piped is really loud and the intake is really loud. So we're going to install a proper filter, and I plan on putting it in here somewhere. have it. That's little Jimmy with 100 hours on him. 1958 Detroit 253. Running like a champ. No complaints. No smoke. It's not leaking oil. Like I said, it burns a quart every 40 hours. Yeah, it's pretty good. So again, thanks for checking in, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.